So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Sherman D. Manning. If you're listening to me live or if you're downloading this anytime before midnight tonight, let me know that you heard it. Text 404-386-9356. This number will only be operational until midnight tonight. I want you who are listening to this podcast, you who are downloading it, if you download it before midnight tonight, let me know you heard it. Text me at 404-386-9356 and simply say, Sherman, I heard you. Sherman, I heard you. I am Sherman D. Manning, author of The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. Get it at local bookstores. Get it at Amazon.com. It is a book worth the read. What are we going to do about this presidential election? What are we going to do about the need for a United States Supreme Court justice? Should President Obama simply pass the buck, be lazy and lackadaisical because he's in the last year of his presidency, and leave the job of selecting and the tough grind of nominating and confirming a Supreme Court justice to the next president? Should he commit dereliction of duty and leave it for the next guy? Or should he follow his sworn constitutional oath to serve and protect this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to operationalize the government by the people, for the people, and all the people? In doing so, he must select a Supreme Court justice, as he has done on yesterday. And if this Senate is actually a working body, then they should go about the business of confirming him and give him an up or down vote. Will Mitch McConnell allow his racist, bigoted ways and his desire to do anything he can to destroy the legacy of America's first African-American president, will Mitch McConnell allow that racism to be a breaking point and to prevent him from following his constitutional duties? Will his constitutional duties outweigh his racism? And will he give the president's selection for Supreme Court justice an up or down vote? I think that this is going to be a fight. I think it's going to be a dog fight. Listen, if you're listening to me, text me at 404-386-9356 and simply tell me that you heard me. Tell me that you heard me. Get my book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice at local bookstores, or get it at Amazon.com. Will we do our duties and elect the next president of this country based upon their skills, qualifications, etc., or will we allow our racism, our bias, our prejudices to cause us to do the same thing McConnell is doing, which is derelict our duties by either not voting or voting from some emotional place that a lot of people seem to be operating from when they go to these Donald rallies. No real Christian can look me in my eyes and tell me that they believe that Donald is a Christian, nor can they look at me and tell me they think he's the best presidential candidate for the office of the highest office in the land of this great country. We know that to not be true. He's not the best qualified. He has terrible temperament. He is a narcissist, and he will cause this country to see World War III with deliberate speed. You don't want Donald negotiating with China. You don't want him negotiating with Putin. You don't want Donald in charge having to deal with the antics of Kim Jong-un. It's time for us to be pragmatic. It's time for us to be intelligent. These People have entertained Donald for a long time now. They've dated him, but no ring has been put on the finger. We need to leave him lay there and let him weep in his own sob and sob in his own weeping. Donald can never be president of this great country. We cannot allow a modern day Hitler to win this office. Remember, the 99% would vote, the 1% would have less power. Whatever you do, vote. If you don't vote, you don't count. Vote as you please, but please vote. I am Sherman D. Manning. Once again, if you heard this podcast tonight, I would like for you to text me at 404-386-9356 to simply say, Sherman, I heard you. I heard you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great country. My fellow Americans, I love this country. America's our land. America's God's country. America has been blessed, and God bless America. This is our land. And I cannot sit idly by and watch this country go back to the dark ages. I cannot sit idly by and watch this country go back to the days of the Hitlers, the Lester Maddocks, the Bull Connors of our society. They that know not their history are destined to repeat it. Black people better wake up. White people had better wake up and not allow this country to be thrown back into chaos and confusion again. We made great strides in the 21st century. We've come from a mighty long way. We've come from everywhere, and we've come from everything. But the Lord has brought us here, and we cannot let the devil take us back. Sherman D. Manning, give me a text tonight before midnight, 404-386-9356. Simply say, Sherman, I heard you. I heard you. Go get a copy of my book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. Amazon.com, local bookstores. Tell your friends to do likewise. Sherman D. Manning, keep hope alive.